Skadoosh ASMR heavy. Hello there, hello there, hello there. It's me, your best bud with the ASMR goods. The ASMR goods. Hopefully this video finds you well. Hopefully this video finds you well. Hopefully it finds you well. Hopefully you are good and well. And we have got a little game of this or that. It's a football-based game you can play. You don't need to know anything about football, but if you do, it may help. So we'll start right here. These are match attacks. Match attacks from, I'm not sure actually. It must be the 20. If I had to guess, it'd be the 2018 season, the 2017-18 season. If I had to guess what these were based on, that's what I'd have to say it was. So that's your barometer. If you do have a little bit of football knowledge, if you have a little bit of football knowledge, yeah. Because I'm going to say, do you want this card or that card? Which one's higher? This or that? This or that? This or that? This. Right, the card on the right or the card on the left. It does give you a little clue. It gives you a little clue, look. It gives you the club. So this player plays for United, and this player plays for West Ham. And then I'll give you like 10 seconds or so, maybe less. I'll give you 5 seconds. This or that, this or that. Is it the West Ham player or the United player? West Ham or United? So make your decision now. But before I show you who they are, we are going for the attack. There's an attack and a defense. I'll show you one card I'll show you one card as an example. This is Montoya. This is Martin Montoya. He used to play for Brighton. But yeah, each card has an attack and a defense. Attack and a defense. So I've got a bunch of cards, midfielders and attackers. Midfielders, attackers, and we've got one goalkeeper actually. One set of goalkeepers. Midfielders, attackers, defenders, and a set of goalkeepers. So basically all you've got to do is say this or that, and you've got to pick the one with the highest score. Simple, right? Simple. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully. So, that's what I'll do. This is how it works, like I say. So, for the midfielders, I'll pick either the attack. I'll pick whichever one's closest. I'll have a little look at them. So you can either have this United player or that West Ham player. And because the stats on this, the closest is the defense. Is what we're going for, the defense stat. So which card has got this or that? This or that? Which card has got the highest defense stat? The highest defense stat. And then I'll also give you this or that. Make your decision. And hopefully you should have made it already because I already asked you. But now I'm going to tell you who they are before I show you their scores. This West Ham player is Declan Rice. And this United player is Ander Herrera. So, this West Ham player or that United player? This West Ham player, this Declan Rice or that Ander Herrera? What are you saying? And which one's got the highest defence? This or that? Okay, so Declan Rice has got 74 defence. 74. But Ander Herrera has got 76. So as you can see, 74. This 74 is beaten by that 76. So if you got it right, that's why I think it was back then. Because look at his baby face. This is before Declan Rice became the player that he is now. So I feel like it would catch people out. Okay, here's the next one. These are strikers. So it's going on the attack. It's on the attack score. It's on the attack score. So we've got a Burnley player and a United player. Manchester United or Burnley. Burnley striker or a Manchester United striker. So what are you saying? This United player or that Burnley player? This United player or that Burnley player? Which one are you playing? Which one's got the highest attack? Okay, so make your choice now. And these are the players. You've got Chris Wood, Chris Wood. You've got Chris Wood. Chris Wood before he went to Nottingham Forest and became an absolute baller. And Marcus Rashford before his career went a bit downhill, but he's maybe making a revival now at Barcelona. Which one are you saying though? Chris Wood or Marcus Rashford? Does that change your mind? Are you sticking with the United player, or are you going to keep, or are you going to move or stick? Are you going to stick with the Chris Wood, or are you going to stick with Marcus Rashford? Which one did you pick, and which one are you moving to? Make your choice. Make your choice now. Okay, so Marcus Rashford has, what is that? 84 attack, 84, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 1, 2, not 1, but 2, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 84. And Chris Wood has got 82. He's been beaten. So if you picked up Marcus Rashford, you would have been successful in your decision making of this or that. If you picked Marcus Rashford, then you would have won because he's got 2 points more than Chris Wood. And if Chris Wood could score more goals, then Chris Wood would score more goals. Could Chris Wood score more goals if Chris Wood would score more goals? Chris Wood. Next up we have 2 wingers. We've got a Crystal Palace winger and a Tottenham Hotspur's winger. So do you want the Crystal Palace winger or the Tottenham Hotspur winger? Crystal Palace winger or the Tottenham Hotspur winger? Which one do you want? So obviously we're going to go for the attack rating on these, but Crystal Palace winger or the Tottenham Hotspur winger. They are forwards, but they're both wingers. They are both wingers. So what are you saying? Make your choice. Make your choice before I reveal the player. Crystal Palace or Tottenham Hotspur? Which one are you saying? Which one are you saying? Okay, make your choice now as we reveal that the Crystal Palace player is none other than Wilfried Zaha. And the Tottenham player is Lucas Moura. So you got Wilfried Zaha or Lucas Moura. Which one? Are you going to stick or twist? 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 Stick, twist, stick, twist. Which one are you going? Which one are you saying? Lucas Moura or Wilfried Zaha? Which one's got the highest attack? Which one's got the highest attack score? Okay, we have got Lucas Moura with an attack of 82. Did you stick or did you twist? Because Lucas Moura's got 82. But what has Wilf Zaha got? Wilfried Zaha has got 87. So he beats Lucas Moura of 82 with a score of 87. He beats it out 87 to 82 by 5 points. So if you beat Wilfried Zaha, you got it correct. You got this or that. Smashed it out of the park. Okay, now we've got 2 fullbacks. Most of them are right backs. If that's a clue, that's a clue. Okay, we have got a Manchester City player or an Arsenal player. Manchester City or Arsenal. Manchester City or Arsenal. This or that. This or that. This or that. This or that. What are you saying? The City player or the Arsenal player? Manchester City or Arsenal? Who are you going with? Who are you going with? Who are you going with? Pick one now. Okay, so the score, which is we'll go with because they're defenders. We'll just go with the defense. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to reveal this. Make your choice now. The Manchester City player or the Arsenal player. Like I said, they're both right backs. If that helps. Make your choice now, and I will reveal, or might have just sneakily revealed part of the Arsenal player, but you probably need to know a bit more than that. But anyway, make your choice now, because I will reveal that the Arsenal player is Hector Bellerin, and the City player is Danilo. So we've got Hector Bellerin, Danilo, Hector Bellerin, Danilo, Hector Bellerin, Danilo, Hector Bellerin or Danilo. Stick or twist, depending on which one you picked. Make your choice now, stick or twist. Who has the highest score for their defensive capabilities? Who has it? Make your choice. Make your choice. Make your choice. So here we go. This is it. Make your choice. I'm going to reveal the stats. Danilo has got a defense of 78. His defense score is 78. And Hector Bellerin has got, is it higher or lower? Is it higher or lower? Did you pick right? Because Danilo's got 78, but Bellerin has got 86. So if you picked Bellerin, the Arsenal player Bellerin beaten out score-wise of the defensive capabilities of this card of Danilo. So if you picked Hector Bellerin, you would have got that one correct. Okay, next up we've got two strikers, two English strikers. So that should be a bit of a clue. Okay, so we've got a Watford striker, or Tottenham Hotspur striker. Watford or Tottenham. Tottenham. Bit of a London clash there. London clash. What are we saying now? Watford or Tottenham. Watford or Tottenham. Watford or Tottenham. Watford or Tottenham. Watford, Tottenham. Watford, Tottenham. This or that. This or that. This or that. This or that. What are you gonna pick? Make your choice now, and I'll reveal who they are, and it may sway your decision. So, make your decision now, okay? Make your decision right now, and it's probably best you stick with that decision because you're gonna change your mind potentially once you see who they are. Okay, so that's 3, 2, 1. We've got Troy Deeney, the man himself. Watford on their counter-attack. Hog Deeney. That's right, and then he runs off and rips off his shirt and jumps in to see his brother in the crowd. Deeney. Anyway, then we've got Harry Kane. So who are you saying has got the best attack score? Harry Kane or Troy Deeney? Harry Kane or Troy Deeney? This or that? 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 Make your choice. Make your choice. Who are you saying? Troy Deeney or Harry Kane? I reveal that Troy Deeney's attack is, of course, 73. Deeney. 73. And Harold Kane just became the player to score 100 goals for a club side. Quickest player ever to do it. Beating out Haaland and Ronaldo by one game. He has got nearly that same score. Instead of 100, he's got 99. So of course, it's an absolute beatdown. 73 against 99. Of course, Harry Kane was the choice. Of course, the choice was Harry Kane. If you picked Harry Kane, you got it right. Now we've got a goalkeeper. Goalkeeper battle. So this score is based on the defence, okay? So we've got an Arsenal goalkeeper or a Burnley goalkeeper. Arsenal goalkeeper or a Burnley goalkeeper. Arsenal or Burnley. Arsenal, Burnley. Who are you saying? This Arsenal player or that Burnley player? This or that? Which one are you saying? They're both goalkeepers. And then make your choice now. Make your choice. As I reveal that the Arsenal goalkeeper is. Both of these goalkeepers are pretty much Premier League legends, to be fair. So we've got Petr Cech, the helmet-wearing warrior himself. Petr Cech. So Petr Cech and the Burnley goalkeeper is Joe Hart. My good friend Joe Hart. If I'm joking, but he did put his thumb up, to be honest. He did when he was playing for Burnley. To be fair, it was this season actually. I think was it this season? It might have been that kit. I can't remember, to be fair, but I think it was not this kit. To be honest, I think it was a green looking kit, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Joe Hart or Petr Cech. Joe Hart or Petr Cech. Joe Hart, Petr Cech. Joe Hart, Petr Cech. Joe Hart or Petr Cech. Who's saying Hart or Cech? Burnley or Arsenal? Burnley or Arsenal? Okay, here we go. I'm going to reveal it. So make your choice right now. You have 3 seconds. 2, 1. Here is the reveal. Okay, so Petr Cech has got a score of 80. Petr Cech has got 80. What do you think? Did you make the right choice? As we reveal Joe Hart's score of 83. Joe Hart wins. Joe Hart wins. Fatality. Flawless victory. Joe Hart. My boy, Joe Hart. Of course he wins. He's got 83. He's the guy. You know what I mean? The Aguero moment when he's running off, epic. Joe Hart wins this round, so it's a bit of a sneaky one, because that was, you know, not quite, but kind of the twilight of Petr Cech's career. Overall, I'd probably say Petr Cech just is a better goalkeeper than Joe Hart. Apart from, if I had to pick a keeper for my club, I'd pick Joe, just for sentimental reasons. Anyway, moving on. We've got 2 left backs. Now I've got left backs, and it's a grudge match. It's a United fullback or a Liverpool United or Liverpool Manchester United or Liverpool Manchester United or Liverpool. This or that. Make your choice. Make it now. Make your choice. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will reveal the players. This is based on their defensive ability. So we've got Alberto Moreno, Liverpool player. Alberto Moreno. Or we have the United player, Luke Shaw. Really been unlucky with injuries, but Luke Shaw nonetheless. That moment when he banged it against Italy, and we all was dreaming, if you were English anyway, that was about to bring the Euros to, you know, to the home of football, Wembley. I already thought it was happening, but not to be. Anyway, Luke Shaw who you saying? Are you sticking or twisting? Depending on who you picked, Luke Shaw or Alberto Moreno. Luke Shaw or Alberto Moreno. I'd be super interested to know how many of these that you've seen. You've made a decision based on this bit, and then got to this bit and thought, that's absolutely wrong, I will change it. And even better if you then changed it and it was wrong. But if you changed it and it was right, some of them, if you got ball knowledge, then you probably get it right. But anyway, who are you saying? Pick now, Alberto or Lukey boy or Alberto Moreno or Luke Shaw. Who are you saying? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Alberto Moreno. His score is 69. 69. His score is 69. Alberto Moreno, 69. But Luke Shaw, his score, is it higher or lower? Here we go. It is. Is it focused? 81. 81. So if you picked Luke Shaw over Alberto Moreno, then you would have got it right, because Luke Shaw's got 81 and Moreno's got 69. So you would have got it correct. So what's next? We've got 2 centre backs. We're gonna speed round some of these now. Okay, here we go. Speed round. I'm gonna tell you the club a couple of times, show you the player, and then we'll go straight to the reveal. So we've got a United player or an Arsenal. United or Arsenal. Defenders, centre backs. Okay, centre backs. United or Arsenal. Pick one now. Your choice must be made right now. Okay, here's the reveal. Hopefully you've made your choice. This is Victor Lindelof for United, and this is Laurent Koscielny. Laurent Koscielny. So are you saying Lindelof, or Koscielny? Make your choice. As I reveal, the Lindelof score is none other than 74. And Koscielny's score is 83. So if you picked Koscielny, you would have got it correct. Marcus Koscielny has got 83, and Lindelöf has got 74. So that was that. Okay, we've got 2 strikers now. English strikers, 2 English strikers, 2 up and coming English strikers. Okay, we've got a Bournemouth. Yeah, I was going to give you some more info, but we've got a Bournemouth striker, number 9, or a Crystal Palace striker, also plays centre forward, number 9 position. Who are you saying? The Palace striker or the Bournemouth striker? Palace or Bournemouth? Palace or Bournemouth? Palace or Bournemouth? Palace or Bournemouth? Palace. Crystal Palace or Bournemouth? Crystal Palace or Bournemouth? Pick one now. Make your choice. Okay, so the Bournemouth striker is Dominic Solanke. And the Palace striker is Connor Wickham or Dominic Solanke. Dominic or Connor, Dom or Con. Connor or Dominic Solanke or Connor Wickham. Make your choice now as I reveal that Solanke's attack score is 70. And Connor Wickham's, so 70 to beat. Can it be there? Connor Wickham's score is 65. So if you picked Dom Solanke, you would have got it correct. So well done. You would have won this or that. If you picked Dominic Solanke. Okay, we've got 2 more strikers, 2 more English strikers. Slightly taller strikers, more target men type. Those 2 can play that, but they both had a bit of running ability. Connor Wickham a bit less so than Solanke, but if you know, you know. Anyway, these 2 are a bit different. You'll see. We've got a West Ham striker and a Burnley striker. Burnley striker or West Ham? Burnley or West Ham? Burnley or West Ham? Burnley or West Ham? Make your choice. This West Ham player or this Burnley player? Make your choice. As I reveal that this Burnley, the West Ham striker is Andy Carroll. Big Geordie lad, Andy Carroll. And the Burnley striker is the legend himself, Peter Crouch. The robot, the beanpole, Super Peter Crouchy, 2 metre Peter Crouchy. So you're saying Andy Carroll's got a striker score attack higher, or has Peter Crouch got a score higher? Who's got the highest attack score? Make your choice. Andy Carroll or Peter Crouch? Andy Carroll, Peter Crouch. Carroll or Crouch? 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 Make your score. Make your choice rather. Okay, so Andy Carroll has got a score of 76. Does Crouchy beat that, or does he not? Let's see. So Crouch's score is 74. So if you picked Andy Carroll, rather than Peter Crouch, if you picked Andy Carroll, then you would have got it correct. Andy Carroll just about beats out Peter Crouch. Not back in the day though. That was Crouchy in the proper twilight of his career. And yeah, just a side note on Andy Carroll. It's a shame what he could have been. He was absolutely cruising at Newcastle before he went to Liverpool. But it's one of those, isn't it? Sometimes moves don't work out the way that you expect. Okay, we've got 2 strikers now. 2 more strikers. Yeah, 2 more strikers. We've got a Chelsea striker or a Liverpool striker. Liverpool striker or Chelsea striker. Chelsea or Liverpool. Which centre forward do you want? Which striker? This Chelsea striker or that Liverpool striker? This or that. Liverpool, Chelsea. Pick one now. As I will reveal that the Liverpool striker is Danny Sturridge. It's the Studster. Daniel Sturridge. Or is this Chelsea striker Gonzalo Higuain, who's got the highest attacking score? Pick now. Gonzalo Higuain or Daniel Sturridge. Gonzalo Higuain or Daniel Sturridge. Higuain, Sturridge. Pick one now. Go. As I reveal, the Higuain score is 86. Maybe a bit high to be fair, but you just came off an absolutely incredible spell in Napoli. He's always been a good striker, but I feel like it's not quite. I feel like his score should be lower than 85. But anyway, is that better than Daniel Sturridge, who at this point was just about to win the Champions League with Liverpool? So, you know, is it or is it not? His score is 78, so he does get beaten. Daniel Sturridge's card is lower than Gonzalo Higuain's. So if you picked Higuain over Daniel Sturridge, Higuain over Sturridge, Higuain over Sturridge, Higuain over Sturridge. If you picked Gonzalo Higuain, then you would have got it correct. Unfortunately for Danny Sturridge. So yeah, you got Higuain. Good job. Okay. We've got two centre attacking midfielders, English boys, both gone on to bigger and better, continuously improving in their careers to this point now. This is when they both were kind of on the breakthrough, so that's a little clue for you. We've got Wolves attacking midfielder, English boy, or a Leicester attacking midfielder, English boy. Which one do you think? Which one were you going to go with? The Wolves? The Wolves or the Leicester? Wolves or Leicester? Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers or Leicester City? Wolverhampton Wanderers or Leicester City? Which one are you going with? And because they're attacking mids, we'll use their attack score. Okay, so pick it. Make choice now. Wolves or Leicester? Pick it now. 3, 2, 1. As I reveal that the Wolves player is Morgan Gibbs-White, who, at this point in his career, unfortunately for him, was probably not playing the way he would want to in the Premier League anyway. So he made a great choice and went to Notts Forest, Nottingham Forest, Nottingham Forest, and it's gone to better. But this is James Maddison for Leicester. So which one would you say? Are you sticking or twisting? Sticking. Are you gonna stick or are you gonna twist? Are you gonna stick or are you gonna twist? Which one are you going with? Stick or twist? Depending on what you pick to start with. Are you changing your mind or are you gonna stick? Make your choice now. As I reveal that Morgan Gibbs-White's score is 65. 65. But what is James Maddison's score? Is it less or is it high? It's 75. So as you can, obviously 75 is higher than 76. If you picked James Maddison rather than Gibbs-White, if you picked James Maddison rather than Gibbs-White, you'd have got it correct. Because James Maddison has got a higher attack than Morgan Gibbs-White. If you picked James Maddison rather than Gibbs-White, you would have got it correct. So well done. This is our final instalment. 2 wingers, absolute ballers of the Premier League. We've got a City or a Liverpool. City or Liverpool. City winger or a Liverpool winger. City winger or a Liverpool winger. Liverpool or Manchester City. Manchester City or Liverpool. Make your choice. Make your choice. Make it now. Make it now. 3, 2, 1. As I reveal that the City player is Leroy Sané. Oh, Leroy Sané runs down the wing for me. Do, 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 do. Which one are you picking? Is it that? Or are you going to pick the Liverpool player, which is Sadio Mane. So we've got Leroy Sané or Sadio Mane. Sané Mane. Or we can jump back to Harry Kane. Which one do you want? That's a good attack, to be fair. That's a good attack. These two flanking Harry Kane would be pretty elite. They both was Leroy definitely played with Harry Kane at Bayern, and Sadio Mane was at Bayern after this. Did Mane play with Sané? And did Mane, Sané and Kane play together? I'm not sure actually. I never really crossed my mind, but if you had them all on the pitch, Harry Kane, Sadio Mane and Leroy Sané. I'm joking. You know, I'm just messing around with words. Anyway, which one are you going with? Leroy or Sadio? Mane, Sané. Mane or Sané? Mane or Sané? Make your choice. Make it now. Make it. 3, 2, 1. This is it. Okay, so Mane has got a score of 92. pretty difficult to beat, but has Leroy got enough in the locker? It could be quite close. Leroy Sané has got 93. So if you picked Leroy Sané as your final choice against Sadio Mane, then you would have got it correct. I think that's a hollow victory because it's 1 point, but if you picked it, then you did get it. So well done, and that will conclude this or that, this or that. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you made some good choices. Hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully it was decent, relaxing ASMR content. Hopefully it was good ASMR content. And if not, then it is what it is. If you got to this point, I do appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. For real. But yeah, I just thought that this is an interesting concept of this or that type of video, and I just thought that was an interesting way of potentially doing it. I know those videos are quite good, and I thought a choice making this or that video with the when you get a little guess, pick one or the other, like the other this or that. But then you actually, if you've got a bit of knowledge on the game, you can stick or twist, and maybe you can change your luck from being wrong to right, or maybe you twisted and it was wrong, and you should have just stuck with your gut, and lady luck would have been on your side, but you chose differently. But that's cool too. Either way, the only thing that I would like to say before we sign off is, in a world where you can be anything, remember, be yourself. Be yourself, yeah. Be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. It's important. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was a bit interesting. If you've got any ideas, let me know. Comment section down below. If you got to this point of the video, awesome. Thanks so much. The classic. Thanks so much. Other than that, yeah, the only thing left to say is have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. And other than that, cheers. All the best. God bless. For real. I do appreciate you rocking with me today, so thank you for that. And like I say, have a great day. Cheers, all the best. God bless. And goodbye, my friends.